Why y'all so quiet?
Hi, everyone. Oh, are we live already?
Hmm?
Oh, great.
Hey.
Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay. StreamYard is giving an issue. So we were on time for once, actually. StreamYard is giving an issue. So is it going to be the constant back?
All the way in, son.
You were on time. Am I going to hear the echo the whole night? For once, actually. You know, you told me not to
Would
say
you like to?
so anyway.
Hold on. It's me. How do I mute myself?
Do you have it on YouTube and on
Oh, I
StreamYard?
see. Okay, I got it. I did it.
Okay, cool. So sorry about the late start, but I'm going to do my best to keep us in a nice time frame here tonight for everybody. If anybody on the panel needs to leave, just message me so that I know that you're going to drop off. Okay? If it gets too late for anybody, because like I said, we did get to a late start. I still want to try to keep us to a normal time frame. So I promised to try to do that, and I'm still going to stick to that promise, even though we're about 15 minutes behind. So I want to thank the panel for coming on with us, I should say, and spending your evening with us. So I'm going to say hello to everyone in the chat, and we're just going to jump right in. I'm just going to give a few quick hellos, and then we're going to jump right in. I did notice, Angela, if you're still awake, I did see you type in the chat. Thank you for being here. Whiteford Vlogs, thank you for sharing it out. Amazing Maisie. Tommy Travels, I obviously is up on the panel, but I'm just going through the chat real quick to say hello. And Tommy, thank you for the super chat.
You're welcome.
House of X Entertainment, thank you guys for being here. I know that you guys have to, I think, wake up kind of early in the morning. So I know
it's
guys,
celebration weekend. So
yes, I know. So I know you guys might be the first ones to want to jump off if it starts to get behind schedule. But like I said, I'm going to really try hard to keep it within. I've had the help of Shakeener, who's on the panel, to try to help me condense the topics in showing me that some of them are actually somewhat related. So we've merged them. Thank you, Shakeener. I appreciate that. You've made it very helpful. Thank you, Susie, for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I thank you for being here. Triple Deuce was having issues, so he had to sign off, and he's signing back in. So he'll be back on the panel. Ms. Yo-Yo Show, good evening. Do you want to say something?
Oh, hi. How's everybody?
All right. You look beautiful. And thank you for being here and being on time. Thank you, everybody, for being on time. Hillbilly, thank you for staying up past your bedtime. Mommy on Deck and Better Taste Kitchen, thank you for being here. I know your schedule's tight as well, so I appreciate it. Tony Damien, thank you for being here. Sid, thank you for being here. Carter Club, thank you. Be safe. Don't type anything since you're driving. Greg Manley, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And RV DJ, thank you for being here. Muscle Man, thank you for being here. It's been a while since I've seen you in one of my chats, so I appreciate that. Monte, thank you for being here. And I think I've gotten everybody, unless Wanston and Leo, if you want me to actually announce you separately. I see you both typing in the chat. And thank you, House of X Entertainment, for rejoining the membership. Very quickly, I'm going to say, normally, we do the membership concerts on Sundays. This month, it's actually not going to be on Sunday. It's going to be Tuesday, June 29th. With Dwayne Stevenson. I'll mention it again. I'll let you all at some point down the road, but just in general, I just wanted to let you all know it will not be Sunday. It's not Sunday. It is going to be Tuesday, June 29th. And the time might be a little bit earlier, but I'll let you all know that. So anyway, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry, but we are going to get right into, again, I just want to address the panel. TR, thank you for being here. he's not that excited today, and I don't blame him. We actually made it here basically on alarm. Sleep is not that on our sides lately. So we're here, and we're glad to be here, though, in essence, just tired. Tommy Travels, Tommy, thank you for rearranging your schedule to be here with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Shakina, thank you for being here tonight. And I know if somebody has to jump off because there's a baby who needs attention, I get it. Thank you. Mommy on Deck and Better Taste Kitchen, thank you guys for being here. House of X Entertainment, thank you for being here. Yo-Yo, thank you for being here. I'm not sure if there's a way to check if Triple Deuce is back there, if Derek C. Williams is back there, or the Crockett Way, because they're also scheduled to be here. Triple Deuce had to log off, so I don't know.
Yeah, still talking.
Okay, so we're also going to be adding a couple to the panel. We've got the Crockett Way. We've got Mr. and Mrs. Yes, we've got Crockett Way vlogs, so that we've got the lovely Leaner and Kendrick. Welcome, guys.
Hey, guys.
And of course, we have Derek C. Williams. Welcome. So,
we live. Okay, we live on YouTube. Okay, salute to y'all. How y'all doing?
Welcome. Thank you for being here. For Mom Paint and Photo, thank you for being here. So now at this point, we're going to get right in. Triple Deuce Scratcher is the only one who had to restart his computer, who isn't on the panel at the moment. So Triple Deuce, if you're listening, please message my phone to let me know so that we can add you, because we're having some technical difficulties. So now I'm going to say, without further ado, we are going to jump right in, guys. Everyone in the chat, tonight is some hot topics. Like I said, we had about 5 topics, and Shakina was nice enough to help us merge them into about 3 topics. So I'm going to go right in it with the first topic that we are going to discuss. And anybody in the chat who wants to type anything, because I don't really, it's probably not, can't invite anybody up, right? If anybody wants to come up, it's probably not that easy to do the way we're set up. Easier to have anyone else just type. Okay, so we're just gonna go with the first topic, and I'm gonna read the whole entire thing together, and then anybody on the panel or anybody in the chat wants to give their input. I'd love to hear what people have to say, as well as I will give mine, but I'm gonna give it away to any of you to talk about it first. So it's, should you settle in a relationship or a marriage? And I'll even say if you want to talk about a friendship as well. If your expectations, oh wait, nope, sorry, wrong topic. Shakina, forgive me. What is success to you when it comes to a relationship? Does the relationship have anything to do with success? Is it in any way linked to your relationship? And if so, how is it linked? So that is the first topic. I'm going to say it again. Mommy on Deck, that's fine. I understand. I like, just as long as we can hear you, that's totally fine. Again, I'm going to say the topic to everybody, to the panel and to the chat. What is success to you when it comes to a relationship? Does the relationship have anything to do with success? And is it in any way linked to the relationship? If so, how? And now I'm going to leave the floor to anybody who wants to actually let that marinate for a second and give some input.
I would say,
okay, go ahead.
Ladies first, of course.
I was just going to say success is staying together, you know, despite all. That's success. I mean, whether you're unhappy or happy or whatever, is still successful, because you're not going to always be happy and you're not going to always be sad. But as long as you're together, that's success. Y'all like my ponytail?
Well, I'm one of these types. As all y'all know, I'm a Gemini, so I'm a hopeless romantic. Back in the 1980s, they had a song called "Time" by Culture Club, and that's really your barometer right there. Are you consistent? Can you go through the fire with the person you say you care about? I've never been married, so I can't speak to marriage. I got proposed to back in '87, but I declined because I knew I was gonna cheat. But the fact is that time is your ultimate barometer. And can you go through the fire with this person? To me, that whether you go with somebody or you marry, that is success because you figure if it's true what they say, upwards of 65% of all marriages in America end in divorce. Not a good success rate in my opinion. You know, so that would be my answer.
Okay. Speaking from my statement, for me, success in a relationship or a marriage or a friendship, I would say from a marriage and a relationship, it would be how the two parties can grow and what they do together. How does the relationship and the marriage elevate? What are their goals? What are their aspirations? What they plan to do next in the relationships and where they want to see each other go?
Actually, I agree with what you're saying. In that aspect, I actually, success for me, I feel, is linked to my relationship, especially when we're sitting right here on this platform in particular. Because for me, I wouldn't be on this platform if it weren't for TR. So I can say that really, in my opinion, the success that I have on YouTube, and I know that we're talking about a whole, it's a lot broader, but I'm just going to narrow it for a second and say, in this aspect of my relationship, my marriage, I used to sit behind the scenes, and I still do when it comes to TR being live, YouTube, Instagram, no matter what channel he's on and no matter what platform he's on, I am his biggest cheerleader. Even on the days that I don't love certain things that he might be discussing, I still support his bigger picture. You know, there's always I'll call it a blueprint or a bigger picture of life and what you want to be successful. So for me, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of all of you. And I mean, I'm not as successful as he is, but it's linked to my relationship because I sit and support him behind the scenes. Most people didn't even know who I was for quite some time because I really am not a big fan of the camera. I'm not a big fan of the camera. So when I've come on YouTube or any of the platforms, it's to support him and his success. And in return, I wound up with some success as well. So I do feel that success can be in many ways linked to relationships, friendships, marriages, when you're there to support the people that you love and care about. It's always, to me, going to be linked because you want to support them. And like I said, I'm the biggest cheerleader, even if I don't even love something, because I know that it's part of his vision. And we're linked. And when he's successful, I feel it just comes full circle as far as the success. Yeah, you see, Susie. Yes, I'm not really. Oh, welcome, Leonard Duke. Thank you for coming. It is one of those things. So, like I said, it is linked. I do feel it is linked for that reason in particular, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be here speaking on any platform, I should say, for that matter, because like I said, I'm just a little bit more shy and quiet when it comes to the camera. And some people may not think I'm shy, but actually I'm only friendly when I feel comfortable or I know somebody well enough. So that's where I stand. I'd love to hear Crockett Way, if you have anything you want to add. Tommy, you want to add? Shakina, I'm sure you want to add something. I'd love to hear what any of you are thinking on this.
Hi. Well, for me, I wanted to say that for those persons who have not found a relationship, I would say to them that being outside of a relationship does not mean that you are not successful. So your success should not um be measured based on whether or not you find yourself in a relationship. So on that note, just to encourage persons, because a lot of people tend to think if I am not in a relationship, I have not attained. If I have not gotten married yet, I have not gotten to that level of success. So in that lane, I would suggest that success and relationship would deviate from each other a little bit. However, I would also like to add that there can be success in relationship and there can be failure in relationship. Somebody might have mentioned it earlier. When two persons are able to thrive together, when one person is able to help somebody move forward in a relationship, it means that they are moving towards success together. One is helping the success of the other. Um, if something else is the case, then there is no success. And SF Rose, you mentioned quite nicely that you and TR, you sort of complement each other, and that cause the success of the two of you. And in that line, in that vein, certainly success can be linked to relationships. So that is where I stand where it comes to success and relationship. Um, First off, to say that to encourage persons who might not be in a relationship, not to try to gain a relationship simply because you want to feel that you have attained, because it does not equate to success in that vein. But when you have truly found that person, you're comfortable, and this person can help you, and you can help this individual move forward and thrive in whatever direction that you want to get, then truly there you can attribute success in that way. So this is what I want to say. I don't know if my husband wants to add anything to this, but this is me on the issue of success in relationship.
Good night. I was just going to keep it simple and say success from my perspective would be holistic fulfillment. That could be cognitively, physically, in many ways. Once holistically you are able to accomplish and feel comforted in whatever it is that you so desire, that's fine.
I just want to say one thing. So when I give my perspective on marriage, the only true source that I can, the only way I don't have like my own opinion, because my opinion comes straight from God's word. So God said that what he is yoked together, let no man put asunder. So in my mind, so I want everybody to know what I'm speaking at all times comes from the word, because I don't have an opinion. God said that we have to stay together. So when I say that it is because my opinion is that once we stay together, we're successful. According to God, that's what it is. That's what success. Because he didn't say you guys can, get a divorce because you don't like each other. He didn't say you can't be together because, well, it's you guys can, be unyoked because she want to live over here and you want to live over there. Okay, well, this not gonna work out. No. So as long as you stay together, and then you have to remember, even in a platonic relationship, if you have the stamina to stay together, you can always, when you have, now you can overcome things because you staying together. I have been married 4 times. I could have just stayed with the first one, honestly, just to be.
Amen, amen, amen.
Because you trade one thing with the next person with the next person. So maybe one person was a mama's boy and you say I can't stand that, so then you marry somebody else that's not the mama's boy, but he's a business person and never stay home. Then okay, well, I don't want that person, I want somebody else. I want a person that loves me and stay home. So now you got a person that loves you and stay home, but then they won't work. I mean, it's just, I could have stayed with the first person. That's why I say, I just wanted to clarify. When I say staying together is success, according to the word.
TR, you want to add anything?
Well, that's a absolute way to look at it. A very, very good point of view, the Miss Yo-Yo show. And I can't disagree with what you're saying, especially because it's not just an opinion, but according to you, it's the word. And I can't disagree with that. I want to say a lot of people look at success from a different angle. Like, for instance, a lot of people, as long as you're achieving the goals that you set out, whether you accomplish all of them or you accomplish a few of them, you would have considered it a successful relationship. Like, for instance, when you're going to college, it's all about getting your degrees or your masters or your PhDs or whatever you're going to school for, until you have achieved the result and it pleases you, it suits you, then you would not determine or consider it successful. So if you failed your exam, then you would have said you failed and you didn't have success. So success is also based on achievements. So if you achieve some of what you are, some of your goals, some of what you set out for, if you achieve them, you're certainly in a successful relationship. Now, when you find the person, especially if it's the person you want to be with, as soon as you find that person, before you even achieve anything that you aspire in a relationship, you have already been successful in finding a partner. So there are even different levels to your success. So your first success is finding the partner, that person that you love, that person that you care for. And even if you're having a bad day or having a bad month or having a bad week or whatever bad you have, you already establish a great relationship, and everything is built on the person that you found. You know, the relationship is built on the person that you found. So once you have found that person, then you're on your way to a successful relationship. And when you achieve the things that you desire in the relationship, then of course you are very much into a successful relationship. So even if you have bad days, that doesn't mean that you don't have a successful relationship. And even if things are not going the way you would prefer them to go, it doesn't mean that you're not having a successful relationship. You're just having a bad day, a day when something failed, a bad day when a tire fall off from your car, but you still have the car, which is the success.
I think that there is a sense of individual success and success in a relationship. Everyone comes into the relationship with their own idea of what success is and what they want to accomplish and what they want to do. And so does the other person. But then you get into a relationship and then you've got another set of ideals about what success is. And I think sometimes people get so caught up in the attraction and excitement of a new relationship and everything that sometimes it's overlooked as a little bit as far as, well, this person wants to do this for a living and that's going to require all of this and this type of support from me. And and then I want to do this. And how is that all going to work? And I think there needs to be a lot more thought given to that, as far as, because not only do you want to be in a relationship, you want to have a supportive partner who's going to help push you forward to your goals. And as you help them push forward to their individual success, and as you're both accomplishing, you're becoming very successful and close as a working couple. And so I think that you could talk about relationship success and your individual success, but if all of that is symbiotic working together and you're both supporting each other, then that's going to lead to a very healthy relationship and success for both people.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that very much. I want to stop for 1 second and say, Crockett Way, I have them dropping your link for Leaner Crockett RN, if that's okay.
Thank you.
Anybody in the
Thank
chat,
you.
that's the Crockett Way. It's one of her new channels. So if you haven't connected to it, the link is in the chat right now. Everybody, please connect to it. Also, if anybody hasn't connected to anybody that's on the panel, their link is in the description. But House of X Entertainment, I say this every stream, they have their watch hours. They just don't have the 1,000 subscribers. So if there is anybody in here who by some chance has an extra channel or is new in here tonight, even if they gain 2 subscribers from here tonight, it's too closer to the finish line. So please connect to them. Better Taste Kitchen. If anybody hasn't connected to him, Mommy on deck, but especially Better Taste Kitchen, because again, he's, trying to also get on his way monetization. Again, Derek C. Williams is back with his new channel. So anybody in here who hasn't connected to Derek C. Williams, please. I'm not trying to shortchange anybody else who's on the panel, but there's a couple people in here trying to get to a specific goal in a more timely manner. So if everybody could just consider to connect everyone on panel, but not every link might not be going through the stream as often as possibly Leaner Crockett RN, House of X Entertainment, Derek C. Williams, and Better Taste Kitchen. Those are the ones I'd really like to focus on. And Shem, I'm not sure if you're looking to get monetized, but I actually have Shem and Shakiner's link in the description. So if the moderators want to help by putting those links in there, I know that a lot of people in here are already connected, but if for some reason somebody's not connected, go ahead and do that. I wanted to throw one little wrench into this. And like I said, if I have to cut short one of the topics for this stream, I'm willing to. Sort of in an essence, because I think this kind of merges into what we're talking about, not necessarily, this is just in life in general. I think it goes for relationships, it goes for marriage, and it really goes, I think, for friendships and just knowing a person in life. I saw this on Leonard Duke's community tab. His question was, is money or jealousy the root of all evil? And I felt a need to kind of throw that in here. So again, like I said, I apologize. Leonard Duke, how'd you know we were talking about you? Thank you for the super chat. I enjoyed that comment on his community tab and felt sort of compelled to throw that in here. So like I said, I still want to end at 10 o'clock tonight. So if I have to lessen one of the topics or continue it at another time, I'm willing to, because I felt the need to put it out there. So I'm curious to hear how all of you answer. I will tell you how I answered. My opinion, because I saw a lot of people on the community tab instantly write money. Yes, Jason Buchanan, both can be the root of all evil. But my first instinct to answer was actually jealousy, because most people are jealous of people's success. Why, I don't know. One thing I can tell you about the man sitting next to me, I've watched him root for people and give his secrets away of how he's become successful. He doesn't hold in his, I'll call it his ammunition for success. He spreads his success. There's a lot of people out there who will not do that. They'll sit on great information and hold it for themselves because they don't want to see somebody else have all that success. And I'm going to say money-wise, because if someone's doing well, but they're not making tons of money, most people really don't care that much. But when you see, I'll even talk about on YouTube, when people were doing well with super chat upon super chat upon super chat, this jealousy came in. So for me, my answer first, I feel jealousy is the root of all evil because most people are jealous of success, which in essence to me is financial.
Well,
Okay.
well, for myself, I would say that not money itself, because a lot of people get that quote wrong. Is my understanding
The love
that the
of money.
love of money is the root of all evil, not the money. Money is just a means to an end. Because if I got money, I go out here and get this car. But if I stab you in the back to get this money, that's something different. What will you do to get the money? Big difference. For his jealousy, I just think that's just the nature of man. If you got it and I ain't, I'm coming for it. And if I can't get it, I'm going to undermine you. And I agree with everything you said, SF Rose. When I was monetized and when I would go live, every time I got a super chat, I just went out of my way to say thank you because they didn't come all that well. But TR, super chat on super chat on super chat. Some people just got what it takes, and you get in that. No need to be jealous. But that's just the nature of man. I did a video last year called The Human Condition. That's just where we are. People, as a rule, if you got it and I ain't, I'm wondering, well, what's wrong with me? But I'm still going to try to undermine you because I think everyone will agree that misery loves company. So I wouldn't say that money is the root of all evil. I would say that the love of. And regarding jealousy, that jealousy equates to envy, does it not? That's one of them 7 deadly sins or whatever, gluttony, sloth, envy, and the other 4 of them. All I know is that folks is like that. When you run into people like that, you got to cut their ass off, just bottom line, because they will bring you down. They're going to poison what you got going on. And you need to just surround yourself with people that's shown you over time that they in your corner. And so I agree with everything you said, SF Rose. I've seen it for myself, how people would stab a soldier for John in the back. And I think I told him one time, I don't even see how he still be nice to them. Because because just the same, if we're going to use the word and things like that, it's a time to love and a time to hate. That would be one of them times to hate, in my opinion.
All right, I want to jump in one time. First of all, I want to say thank y'all for letting me up here. I'm sorry my camera isn't working at the moment. I'm looking awesome. My glasses got diamonds in it. Sorry, Leo. But yes, I'm dressed to impress right now, but you can't see me. You can't see me, but hey, I'm just letting you know how I look. Anyway, I want to jump on what Derek said. That yes, the love of money. The quote was, "The love of money is the root of all evil," and I think what SF Rose was talking about is more of envy. There's a difference between envy and jealousy, because envy is like discontent, longing for somebody else's advantages, and jealousy is just being an unpleasant suspicion, or apprehension of rivalship. And even God is the jealous God if you read the Bible. So I didn't know if you meant jealousy or you talk about envy, SF Rose. Because jealousy, I had something to say on jealousy when you was talking about it first, but then you started describing envy, like advantages on success. I think that I don't think that jealousy is the evil. I think envy is is more evil than the money. So I agree a little bit on that, but not jealousy itself. As far as relationship wise, can you clarify? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So were you talking about envy or jealousy, Esther Rose?
Me personally, or the community tab post?
The post.
The word was jealousy.
Jealousy. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody's gonna have a little bit of jealousy, especially like with relationship wise. Now.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at it like in a meaning like in a committed relationship. I literally took it and I kind of split it down the middle. I was kind of sometimes I felt 50-50 on how to answer. And then I felt 51-49% how to answer. And the more I thought about it, and I said to myself, I always feel like it seems like whether you want to call it envy or jealousy, me, I felt that a lot of the problem stems from somebody not being happy for somebody else because of that financial success. So I kind of felt like the envy/jealousy kind of
went hand in hand.
Beat it out by a small margin, because I kind of feel like if that wasn't really a word, it wouldn't matter. So that was kind of where I took it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'll go along the same lines of Derek. Derek, you kind of explained it what I was about to say. You jumped ahead of the gun. Well, yeah, I agree there.
I want to just say hi to Vermont Paint and Photos, and I just want to also say greetings to everyone in the chat. Thank you all for coming. Yes, the love of money is what is considered to be the root of all evil, the root of all evil. I don't think it is. There's any problem with someone being jealous. Is what you do when you're being jealous that creates the havoc or the problems in people's lives. So it is okay to be jealous. Like, for instance, I am jealous, but you would never know. You would never even know that I am jealous, because, for instance, SF Rose can talk to anybody she wants to talk to, and you're not going to see me doing anything to create any mischief or to create any discomfort. So my being jealous is okay. I am jealous. Okay, fine. It is fine. But on the other hand, SF Rose is jealous, and she will create mischief with her jealousy. And then that what becomes a problem. So I don't think anything is wrong with being jealous. It is fine. It is a part of human nature to feel like, to feel any sense of jealousy. It is all normal. It is all okay to be jealous. As I said, it's just what you do when you're jealous. You don't kill someone because someone is talking to your partner. You don't hurt somebody because somebody is talking to your partner. You don't hurt your partner by doing things that is unnecessary to cause a level of discomfort in your relationship. So that's just my personal belief. I don't even think jealousy is the root of any evil.
No, even God is a jealous God. He don't want you to have any other gods before him. It's just like with your partner, you don't want your partner to have any other persons they're looking at. Of course, you're going to become, if God can't beat the jealousy, then how do you expect me to beat it? In a certain way.
Well, there's a reverse side to that coin too, because money isn't really evil either, and loving money isn't really evil either.
Right?
I love money. I love money.
You are evil, Tommy. I thought I knew you.
I love money. But it's the same thing as jealousy, isn't it? If you can say, okay, yes, that makes me jealous, and own it and say, okay, but you're not going to do anything, mischievous, as TR would say, or create mischief about it, and just kind of deal with it like a normal, well-adjusted human being, then it's okay. But I think I would side on the with SF Roses, with it being jealousy/envy, because there's a lot of places where people really don't care that much about money, but there's always jealousy, and it can cause problems. There's people that Amish communities, for example, not a lot of money floating around there, but there's definitely jealousy going on and all sorts of things happening because of that. The cheerleading, who wants to make the cheerleading team? There's no money involved there, but there's a lot of jealousy involved. There's all sorts of ways that jealousy gets involved and creates turmoil in people's lives that have nothing to do with money. So I would have to side with SF Rose with the jealousy part of it.
Thanks, Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
Crockett Way.
Oh, how do you thank Tommy? You didn't thank me. I'm jealous.
Yeah, but you look good today.
Who's that? I wanted to add something about the we're talking about jealousy and how it can cause problems and wreak havoc. Jealousy can also be a good thing. Jealousy can motivate you to do positive things. For example, when I look at J-Lo, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of that body, girl. I'm so jealous. And that motivates me to keep working out and to keep doing what I have to do to be better. So sometimes jealousy can be a motivator. So it's not always that jealousy is going to be a negative thing. So I just wanted to add my little bit about sometimes jealousy can motivate us to do better.
I actually think that was probably one of the most brilliant things I've actually heard in a long time, honestly. Because that's very true. And the fact of the matter is, what picture of J-Lo did you see that has you so motivated right now?
Well, every picture.
Well, you're to me, you're there. But if to you, I know you're not, so I'll say you're almost there. You're killing it. Mommy on Deck is on a mission right now, and she is heavily motivated. So now is anybody else want to touch on that? Because if not, we're going to.
Yeah, I just want to say I agree with Tommy and SS Rose. I think jealousy is the root of all you. Because if everybody on the planet has a job and everyone's getting money, but your lifestyle is flashier than theirs, they're going to hate on you and be jealous because you can afford your lifestyle. You can afford cars and expensive stuff. So I just wanted to add that in. I think jealousy can cause so much damage because if everyone has money, they're going to find a reason to dislike you because they're jealous of what you have and how you throw it in the air, or whatever the case may be.
I agree. I think the reason why some people is jealous and the reason why they're jealous is because they don't have the mindset or the ability to work for what they want. So they rather be jealous of what somebody else have, and they don't know how they got there or how they got it. Now, when it comes to speaking money, I don't think money is the root of all evil. It's what you do with it that can make it evil.
Amen.
You know? And this is another thing for many of us who are monetized channels, where we kind of feel that people are jealous of us for the success of our channels or how we have either been success, because many of us have maybe gone on that road. But hey, it is what it is. But anywho, I mean, I just think as people don't know the aspect where the word also says write the vision and make it plain. Yeah, you have to write your success on what you want to do in order to get somewhere.
But people could be jealous for all type of reasons, because take Miss Yo-Yo, for example, very good looking woman. Say she's on YouTube, they're donating, not because she has great content, they're donating because she looks good, so they're lusting through the camera. Somebody could be jealous just because she looks better than them.
Oh my God,
and she knows how to use that to her advantage to make her bag bigger.
Wait a minute. I have to insert. So what about TR when he gets all his super chats? Is he getting them because he's so handsome?
There's some people. Some people do that. You might
that might be it.
Audience. You might have an audience that might just come to donate because they're lusting after the person's body. And some people, they get jealous, or personality, they get jealous because of that. I'm like, oh, bitch, why is that not me? When am I going to get monetized? When am I going to get this? Bitch, this person always getting a super chat. I'm not going to come to that person live. I'm like, I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of it with YouTube. Like, it kills me. Like, tell them why you're mad, honey. Always getting money, bitch. This person's always getting, like, I'm so, like, oh my God.
Tonight's message is work very hard.
Like, you don't understand how hard a person worked to build their channel from the bottom up, getting their hours. I love TR and FS Rose, and I don't know TR's backstory, but all them people who have sat there and hated against TR, saying this man done stealing people's money and all this type of, I can't curse on your life. I gotta go.
Yeah, I want to say one thing. See, jealousy to me I've never understood jealousy, because
Amen.
I feel like, why are you jealous? Every time let's just talk about YouTube. Hold on, let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. So you see a channel that has 23,000 subscribers. You only have 2,300 subscribers. that person that got the 23,000 subscribers probably worked their butt off to get. Okay, I mean, what are you doing in comparison to ensure that you get 23,000 subscribers? How many videos? Okay, they got 500 videos. You have 20. I mean, you gotta, if you, there's no need to be jealous of something when you haven't worked hard like the other person to get, that got that, to attain that. You can't be mad like, oh my goodness, you got a Range Rover. You have no idea they left their kids for 3 or 4 days going on business trips to be able to attain this, that, and the other. And what are you? Why that? To me, jealousy means you have a mental illness.
But wait, Miss Yo-Yo, it's the black and brown community right here on this platform that do it to each other, because you're not gonna find, I'm sorry, you're not gonna find the other community doing it to them. It's the black and brown, because nobody don't want to see each other grow on here.
Well, you never know. There could be other countries and other people who are jealous of each other.
Name one.
Name one.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm not about to throw people under the bus. We live.
I would, well, if I just could jump in right quick, I actually more often than not, jealousy is always in a derogatory sense. But what Mommy on Deck said was when I think about it, yeah, she dead on the money. Because, like, for instance, I do a lot of exercise and stuff like that. It's this guy in New York by the name of Dark Knight. I don't want his body, but his work ethic. That's what I want. So I guess you'd kind of say I'm jealous of that. But with regards to these things on YouTube with people getting super chats and stuff like that, I just again, I had to use TR. Some people just got that it factor, and you just have to step aside and let that's their shine. Some folks just got that. Some folks just got it. And so again, like I said, when I was going live and I would get an occasional super chat, I went out of my way because I know they don't come. They never came all that often. But this guy, every time he go live, it just seemed to get it. Now, I can't speak to why folks get mad at him because he get them. But some people just got that it factor. I don't. Maybe they like him. Maybe they lust him. I don't know, because only the person that sends a super chat knows why they do it. I know when I give him super chats, it's because I just like this man's style. He just got that it factor. And so I'll just use myself as an example. It's not that I want to be TR. I'm Derek. That's TR. Blessing. You know, but I just like his style. You know, that's the reason why I always mess with him. But I donate to the man's chat because he just thorough. So I just give him that. So I throw a little $5 ain't about nothing. But you know, some people it eats their soul. It just eat their soul. And like I said, I'll just always defer back to what's called the human condition.
It eats their soul. It eats their soul because it's not them. It eats their soul because it's not them. It eats their soul because they don't know how to work. They don't know how to put in the work to get there. It eats their soul because they don't know how to put in the work to get there. And they don't understand the level, and they don't understand the story of how people get there.
Okay, wait. I want to say this about TR because whoever's hating on him, let them hate. But he does more than just sit in front of the camera. He helps channels grow, and he also plays music. He's a musician, so he does more
like
than
that.
So he's talented. So he's giving you a production and a show to make his money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, nonetheless, that's just the cancer that man got. As long as man on this earth, you can set your watch to this. Man gonna always fight. Man gonna always have an issue with man. Man gonna take out other man. Man gonna undermine man. That's just in us. We got a great capacity to love, but we also got an equal capacity to hate. That's just us.
I mean, that's true though, but that's just like, I hate y'all. I'm hating on y'all. I'm a chain smoker and y'all don't smoke, and so y'all's lungs look.
You hate me if you ain't got God in your heart.
I'm hating on y'all. Why y'all not smoking? I mean, it makes no sense. If I want clear lungs, let me stop smoking. If you want a Range Rover, find out how much it costs, and you figure out how you're gonna make the money to get it. Because I can promise you, the way the world works, ain't nothing easy up in here, especially not the United States of America. You got to work hard to get anything here.
Yep. human condition, man.
Triple
I
J
just want to
Fred
say that too, that
jealous
there's
of everyone whose camera is working.
there's a line too between jealousy and inspiration too. I think, like when you bring up the idea of TR, like for example, before I started doing lives, I found TR doing his show, watched regularly, and I was getting to the point where I had 1,000 and I needed all my hours and everything, and I saw what TR was doing, and I never consider it jealous because he was being successful. I considered it an inspiration. That's why I said, hey, I think I can do something like that. And it inspired me to get a microphone and get the setup and start my own kind of thing. I'm not trying to be TR. I've got my own deal going on, but that's an inspiration. Now, there's maybe somebody else out there that may have looked at TR and said, oh, what's he doing to get those super chats? And when it turns into something where you're trying to bring him down, then that's rooted in jealousy. And so I think there's a difference between.
But Tommy Travels, let's break it down a little bit. He tells you how to get to that level if you ever been to his channel, right? So let's break it down. If you want to get to that point where you get in the membership, you get in the super chat. Now they got the applaud button. You get in all of that, right? So he tells you, even after throws, everybody in the chat, even everybody that's on this panel, tells you how to get to that level. First off, you got to put in the work. If you know that you don't know how to create thumbnails, you don't know how to set up a playlist, you don't know how to do nothing, then basically then reach out to the people so they can help you so you can get to that level. Don't sit here and be jealous of other people who have gotten that level, stayed up all night doing a live, stayed up all day doing a video, editing a video, and all of this, and then you jealous when somebody dropped them $200 or $500.
Get your money.
Exactly. I totally couldn't agree more.
Then you have some other people sitting here saying, oh, they making money off of YouTube, all of this. Like, come on. What is it really for?
And nobody forces anybody to click the $sign.
It's true.
What is it really for? Because last time I checked, when I got monetized, YouTube make you sign a tax paper.
Get your money.
So it's like, I don't get it. Why are people, all of us on here for some reason or another? So it's like, we all are trying to get some type of money. So it's like,
it's work ethic.
If you don't understand how hard one person is working, then the other person is working a little bit slow.
There's a hater on the line.
Listen, I know that everybody on this panel, I'll say anybody pretty much who's monetized, I should say, we all put in a great deal of work. I can say, I could be semi-biased for a moment because I live here and I see the amount of work that TR puts in. So I can speak from pure fact and experience to say, now I know that Tommy Travels puts in work, his adventures, not only when he's making the actual video. Do you know how much time and money goes into some of these adventures? If Tommy's doing an adventure in Orlando, Tommy doesn't live in Orlando. So he didn't drive there, he flew there. That's a plane ticket. If he didn't have anywhere to stay, it was hotel costs. All of that. So he puts out a 20-minute adventure that probably cost him over $1,000. Nobody actually takes the time to see any of that. But what they take the time to say is, wow, SF Rose gave him $50. She doesn't give me that. Why is she giving him $50? Wait, how come he's in her stream? And like I said, it's a vicious circle that comes around where people will say, just like House of X, I can't see who's actually speaking because it's so small. So that's why I'm just addressing House of X Entertainment. Whoever said about whether TR gets a 200 or a 500, TR clicks live. We all click live. We have no idea when we're sitting in front of the camera what's about to happen. Do I know if Tommy Travels, Tommy Travels has been sort of famous for coming into TR stream and saying hello with $10. it's and if he doesn't one day, he just doesn't. Such is life. But that's almost Tommy's signature. When he says hello, it's like he brings sunshine. And in general, though, when you log on and you go live, you sit here innocent, having no idea what you're stepping into as far as anybody clicking a $. Somebody might, in this chat right now, love what they're hearing. Walk with Tiffany. I'm going to get the name wrong because she's sort of new to me. So forgive me. Walk with me, Tiffany. Thank you for the super chat. She gave me a $5 super chat. This is my first time ever seeing her. I didn't know she was going to come in here today and do that. Now, there's probably somebody who knows her watching and saying, why is she giving over there? Because there's always going to be that lurker or that person who has a problem with somebody else's success. For me, you know, I wanted a nice, healthy panel of people with a lot of opinions and very helpful opinions and advice to help myself on how I see things, because maybe I don't see things always. Maybe some of my views are clouded. And that's why I love having all of you up here. If, you know, somebody along the way comes in here and says, wow, I really love what they had to say, and they choose to click and hit the $, that, for me, I'm thankful. I don't know what I'm going to do on any live stream. I don't know if I'm going to see anything. If I'm going to see something, I'm going to see nothing. I have no idea. And yo, you're too much.
We're gonna black out and show you your stream.
Tiffany, why is that Steph Rose talking about you and not me?
Yeah, Tiffany. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm out. I'm done with this.
You know, if I show up to somebody's stream, they have no idea. I actually, most of the time, don't know what I plan to do if I'm going to do something at all. It's the vibe I get. If I like a certain topic, if I just have a certain feeling. Other times I just feel like going in to, you know, Tommy Travels, and I just love what he does all the time. So I appreciate his hard work. So if I choose to click on his $, to show him, and it can be put towards another great adventure, then I'm certainly going to do that. And I don't know why anybody feels a need to have something to say. So same thing for if somebody comes into the TR show. You know, people don't realize, you know, he has other channels and he also has other things going on, like we all do outside of YouTube. So he's working on a video and it's 4 something in the morning, or there's many days where he's up more than 24 hours straight. So if you saw what his eyeballs look like right now, you would know. So it was, I'm going to say, somewhat of a struggle for tonight, to be honest with you. I'm certain that we both probably rather be sleeping this evening. But it doesn't always work out that way because we actually make commitments and we have a drive for success, however we can bring it to anybody. And so, like I said, for me,
hey, let's just be honest, y'all. When it comes to TR and SF Rose, okay, let me tell y'all something. Let's stop beating around this bush. Them two people right there are one of the sweetest people ever in life. SF Rose and TR has friends all around the world, which means there are different time frames. Okay, so you got Eastern Standard, you got Central. Do you know if they like you, okay, they like everybody until proven unlikable. If they like you and you have a live stream, they are up with the Philippines, they're up with the Australians, the Jamaicans. They're just up all, and it's not because, well, you know, I gotta be because this is what they do for me. They're just nice people. I see them in the stream. They're up. They're always supporting you. TR should be asleep. SF Rose should be asleep. They on your panel at 3 a.m. in the morning. I mean, these is just some great people. So if you don't understand why they're so successful, then I need you to just really pay attention.
Well, that's the issue. That's the issue right there, Miss Yo-Yo. the simple fact that people take folks that are nice and soft suckers. They just ain't gonna like them. They over nice, and you're gonna have people that go undermine. So I always defer back to that human condition piece. The people going to find fault even when you go out your way to be nice. It's a kind of like a can't win for losing type deal. But again, when folks are like that, you see them, you recognize, you best to cut them off quick. Like I said about maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, I don't see how TR even began folks, or SF Rose for that matter, a second or third time. You ain't gonna get that with me. If I find out that you don't like me, it's actually better. It's actually better that you know where people stand and you can move accordingly. That's all. Real simple. Real simple.
Vermont paint is making me blush, and I don't like it.
So guys, I promised that I would do a 10 o'clock end tonight, and we're 14 minutes away from that. And there were so many more things to talk about. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna ask if we could at least just go to one more topic and then call it a night. Where if it brings us to 10:07, if it brings us to 9:58, whatever it does, but can I ask you all to at least just be on board just for this one last topic, and next month we'll pick up where we left off on what we didn't get to today. Will that work for everyone?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to actually give a shout out, and I want to ask my moderators to help me on this. So I was given a bunch of topics, because I put out on the community tab, and then people message me on the community tab, or they message me privately some topics that they want. So I had chosen these 5 tonight, and where Shakina, again, thank you for helping me merge. And a lot of these particular topics actually came from, I didn't use everybody else's because I'm a fan of a particular channel. For the reason is I enjoy her topics, and I enjoy watching them, whether it's a 6-minute video or 15-minute video. There's something about her topics that I enjoy. So this one in particular, I want my moderators to drop her link. Welcome, Renee Rowena. You're actually right on time. This particular topic, and actually the success topic, and one of the other topics that we were merging with tonight, all came from Renee Rowena's channel. So I want my moderators to please drop Renee Rowena's link. Renee has over 1,000 subscribers, but she's trying to get her watch hours. So anybody who's not connected to her, please connect to her, and better yet, run her video, watch her videos. Actually, don't even run them overnight. Watch them, because they actually are very informative. And, I see a lot of things her way. And in particular, this one topic that she had, I asked her if I could use it in the stream tonight, because I had commented on her video, and said that I agreed with most of the things that she had to say on this topic, but maybe had slight difference of opinion, not necessarily disagreeing with her where I'm butting heads, but you kill me. But more so that maybe I saw things maybe in a different angle. So with that said, please, I don't even have to ask. Shernette, thank you for dropping her link. Vermont Paint, thank you. And guys, like I said, try to watch her videos. But this topic in general, she had, hers was, I sort of added to it, because hers said, it was saying, do men lie about what they want? Actually, I don't have let me go get the exact from her video, because I sort of jotted it down. But I want to give you the exact title of her video, so you could see. I kind of, it said, do men lie about what they want? And then she has a little bubble in the I guess maybe the thumbnail. Are men true pretenders? Do they lie about what they want? I actually incorporated it by asking, do men and or women lie about what they want or what they're looking for, especially in the beginning of a relationship? And in her video, I'm just going to give you a briefing on it, why I found it interesting. In her video, it talked about in the beginning of a relationship when you're with someone. So I guess maybe she was speaking more because she's a female. So I'm just sort of like saying, guys, look at it from your perspective and women look at it from yours. So when you get into a relationship, do you feel, I'm going to speak as myself, do I feel that a man is going to tell me everything that I want to hear in the first few months? So if I say, oh, I love this, but he really doesn't love this, but he's going to say he does because he thinks it may be something you want to hear because it's in the beginning of a relationship. And then the true colors start to come out because he really didn't love that. But he was sort of just saying things that you would want to hear. And it, like I said, in her video, a lot of her videos, but this one in particular, they all have some kind of way of resonating with me in the topics. And I enjoyed it just because I do believe there is a lot of truth to that, where you get into a relationship, and I'll call it the honeymoon phase of a relationship. Everything's all great and wonderful. And you think sometimes that you're telling people maybe what they want to hear when it's really not exactly ultimately what you want. And I'm going to branch on mine, and I'm going to use, actually, I can use TR as an example on this one. I'm going to say a few more sentences, then I'm going to leave it to the rest of you to say what you think. So when I did meet TR, I've gone to Jamaica many times, but I didn't meet him in Jamaica. I actually met him here in the States. But when I've gone to Jamaica before, I have met people, and I feel I've gone on vacation, but then I've gone to visit friends because I have a lot of friends there. And I don't go to Jamaica looking for relationships because guess what, everybody? If anybody didn't know, there's actually guys here in New Jersey. So if anybody thinks that people, maybe there are some people who travel to, the Caribbean looking for a relationship. I've heard about it with, the 90-day fiancés and whatever of the world. But in general, when I go there, there's been times where people have tried to, talk to me and thinking that I'm maybe some women on vacation looking for some kind of a hookup. That's not my reason for going to Jamaica. Have I met people along the way? Yes. And for me, felt realistic in saying that I am an ocean away from whomever I'm going to meet if I'm in the Caribbean. And can a relationship actually work? So when you meet somebody and you're on vacation, they're going to tell you everything that you want to hear. Then you come home, and then you have this whole long distance thing going. And are they going to tell you all the things that you want to hear to keep you around? And I'm going to say, when I met him, and we met here in the States, I happen to have been going to Jamaica, not for him, for actually a production, for the friend of mine who I met, for Dwayne Stevenson. So, and we wound up, and I'm not going to get too personal, but just to say that when we had met the month prior, coincidentally, I was already going to Jamaica. So we wound up spending time together in Jamaica. And I wound up not thinking that in meeting him, would have ever developed any feelings. And when I developed those feelings, I came right out and said, I don't want to do this whole back and forth thing. I'm not comfortable with it. And from the first few months, it was back and forth, but I had come right out and said, I didn't say, yes, I'm okay with, you could still have whatever things you have going on there and I have going on here. I came right out and said, I'm not comfortable with this whole, you're an ocean away. This won't work. So I didn't say, like, yeah, I'm okay, and you can be with X, Y, and Z, and I'm okay with it because you're there and I'm here. And no, I came right out and said, that's not going to work for me. So.
And he said, and then he said,
well, he's here now, isn't he?
Tiara, and then you said,
He ain't got nothing to say. Look like SF Rose. SF Rose, when you relayed that story early on, you know the first thing I thought about? The first thing I thought about when you relayed your story was Terry McMillan, Stella got her groove back, because that's how that story started off. Apparently, she went over to the islands to find love. So I guess maybe some women do that. But just to quickly answer your question, for men, salute to Renee Rowena. Yeah, men kick game. Chris Rock said in one of his stand-up that, you first off, everybody, I suspect women too, you meet a person's representative first off. You'll find out later whether they're a psychopath or not. I did a video last year called Cheating When You Do Wrong Right. More often than not, men are going to tell you what they need to know to get to what they want. And so on the woman has to be discerning, because fact of the matter is, women will take men when they know they ain't hitting on nothing. You knew early on this man wasn't hitting on nothing, but you will overlook all that stuff till all them house of cards start falling. All right. So yeah, men lie, but then again, women lie too. Some would argue that women lie better. Some would argue that women cheat better. I don't know. I ain't no expert on that. Only thing I know is that human beings do what human beings do. But yeah, to answer her question regarding men, yeah, we kick game. I'm trying to get you. So what I look like telling you that saw Judge Mathis a few days ago, and I think the guy told a woman he was a Navy SEAL. This dude was unemployed, but he got her. Anything that my objective is to get this female, and I'm gonna. Now, if she ain't discerning and she fool enough to take this dude, you reap the whirlwind. That's all.
Derek, if we were to date, after my second date, I would look at you and say, where are you trying to go with this? A person can tell. Derek be like, I don't know if I want to get married right now. Derek, you be saying stuff like, can you commit? Okay, then this ain't about Derek. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Derek, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, I can commit, but I was trying to stay on topic with Miss Rowena. She was asked the question, do men?
You right. We ain't on topic. I'm trying to get this girl. But they're not. Okay, we're gonna talk on another thing.
Well, we could talk on another thing, but that's what the woman asked. And so the answer, without question, yeah, men kick game, but women do too. That's all. Yeah.
Well, okay.
That's true. Men act like they like to dress nice. Women act like they don't fart. It's all a big.
That's how it is when you first get into relationship.
It's all one big lie. Women wear wigs, but it's all one big lie.
Yeah.
So
the first few months, isn't it?
We wear weave, eyelashes.
So when you first get into a relationship, you're trying to impress the person. So you on your best behavior. You trying to do what you can to keep. When a woman enters a relationship and she sees the man, she's thinking, I see how he is. I could, she's thinking she could change the guy. But when a man enters a relationship, he's thinking that he's afraid that she is going to change. Like, taking off the wig or there's a whole other person. He's afraid that he's not going to get in what he paid for. If you know what I mean. So
don't you feel like you should get an annulment, like when a person like really tries to get you
in a relationship?
Yeah, you like even after 4 or 5 or 7 years, it's like, okay, now we was dating, we was bowling, we was singing together, we was talking together, we was in. Now today, 6 years later, you acting like this. Let's get the annulment.
But seriously though, when it comes to like, that's why I really enjoyed the video, because I have been in scenarios before where people have said things that maybe I wanted to hear. And then you're like 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, and it's like, wait a minute.
And you're pregnant. Yeah, I know.
And so the reason why I could really look at that video and say, wow, is because on the flip side of it, I can honestly tell you that this guy that I met 3+ years ago, I can't look and say to him, you're not that same person, you know, like that day that when we met, and because he was from day one up front. And like I said, for me, I didn't think anything would even come from it. But when I saw something coming from it, I came out and said, I don't like this. I don't think I could deal with that. I'm not going to move to Jamaica. So I don't really know. And I didn't sit here and say, well, yeah, you know what? Let's do this whole back and forth thing because I can deal. When I started to realize like what I didn't want and what I knew I couldn't deal with, but I never said to him, you know what? Yes, let's just hang out when I come to Jamaica. I knew there was something about him that was different, but he's from day one, the same in everything. Still the same flirt, still the same caring person, still the same sometimes pain in my rear, still the same person who's going to challenge me, maybe so much so that I don't love it all the time. So there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. None of it has, for me, changed. So I can say, yes, I've been there where men have said stuff to make a situation feel like, oh, this is great, great, great. And then you're sort of like 6 months in and you're trying to figure it out. We still try to figure things out, but from day one, he didn't do any of that. But that's why I'm saying for me, I looked at that video and said, yes, a lot of people that I know have gone through that, but he told me all these things and now here we are, and that's not what's going on here. And I also agree with Derek to say it isn't just men. I believe women also will tell people what they want to hear. And then the guy thinks like, wow, you know, she is on paper perfection. And then a guy will look at it and say, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? Because that's not what I signed up for. So, like I said, for me, I know what I signed up for. And I could say, you know, when he said earlier in the chat about, you know, you can have a bad day, but it's just like moments in a bad day. So you could still find something perfect about a bad day. You could still find something good in the bad day. Like you said, you had a flat tire, but you still have the car. So it was a really, you know, a crappy day because it changed the whole dynamic of your day. But at the end of the day, you still have life, you have the car. So even though it was sort of an inconvenience, it was temporary. So like I said, that's how I see it. I see that scenario. And I feel like if you're not upfront and you try to pretend, and that would segue into the next topic of settling, which was also another Renee topic, but we're not going to go into that one. But you really do need to be straightforward with what your intentions are, because what happens is it's almost you wasting your time. Because if you invest all your time into something and you're really, I mean, it's sort of lying to somebody by saying that you're this, you're that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm all about that. And, you know, they're like your biggest cheerleader because they just want you to stick around. And then, like I said, for me, I don't wear tons of makeup. A lot of the times I really, you know, you don't see, I'm sort of me, you know, I wear a bun in my hair. Sometimes I wear it down. So when I wake up in the morning, I kind of look the same because I don't cake my face on with tons of makeup. So I never had to have that whole transition period of, oh my God, I have to pretty myself up and I have to like rush to the bathroom before he wakes up. It's been kind of very natural right from the get-go. And for me, the Crockett Way had put a comment in the chat that you need to really be yourself from day one. Like now being yourself, and maybe you don't know everybody that you know, you can be in a relationship and you're not going to know everything about them. That's different. You still you're always going to be learning about a person. So you can find out something about a person 6 months down the road, but that doesn't mean it's a problem. You can't learn everything about a person in the first month.
You just reminded me of something, SF Rose. There's a video I watched the other day where the guy goes out on a date with this woman, and she's looking good. She's dolled up, and they go home, and you know, they sleep over. She sleeps over his house, and then in the morning she gets up and fixes breakfast, and he goes to the kitchen, and she took off all her makeup, her wig off, and he calls the cops on her. He said, "Hey, some dude just broke in my house." So she said, who are you? You're not the same person I met last night. So yeah, you remind me of that when you said kicked on the makeup and everything. Just be yourself. I'm not weird.
But you know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have been married 4 times. I have come to realize one thing, that if you are not happy with yourself, sometimes in marriage and relationships, period, people change and evolve as time go on. And maybe they used to like skating, maybe they used to like bowling, maybe their stamina, they just don't even like it anymore. Anything that you used to like and you still like, and they've changed because each person is different. What are you going to do? Do you base now, since the person has changed, that you say, well, you don't have a successful relationship? I have learned that I got to do me. If you gonna stay at home, stay at home. I can't be upset with you because you've changed and you evolved. Maybe your hands got fat and you can't put your hand in the bowling ball anymore. I don't know. Okay. My whole thing is I got to be me. I got to do me. And I've learned that since I'm happy, this is a new Yolanda. This is not the Yolanda about 3-4 years ago before the pandemic. This is after pandemic Yolanda. I'm happy with myself because I can't attach myself. I don't know what this man was going through during the pandemic. I've been trying to talk to him. I don't know. All I know is that when I can be myself and be happy with me, and I wake up making sure my face is on and I've done self-care and I say, hey, babe, you want to do this? No. I can't make a grown person be who they used to be for me. So what I'm going to do? Just divorce them? What do I do now? You know, and how do I base my life on the relationship that I have now? Because it's not the way it was 8 years ago. You know, 8 years ago, hey, come on, let's go, let's do this every day. You know, he's looking different. In fact, I used to look at my husband and be like, well, where did you find that outfit? That looked good, you know. And now it's like the same stuff. So what do I do? Say, you know, I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so upset. And then you walk around and have attitudes. I refuse to have an attitude. I love my husband, whether he wears what he used to wear or not. At this point, I've matured. And so now I just focus on, hey, what are you doing? What do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself in 3 years? How are you going to get there? What are you going to do? I'm not going to be like, babe, I've been trying to do these things for 50 years and you ain't even helping me. I can't. That man, he wasn't attached to me when I was born. I have to go on with my path. Does that mean that I'm forgetting him? No, he's got to find his path on his own because he's a grown man. And so this is where we have to start. When you say successful relationship, it has to be the longevity of the relationship, because people will change, and you just don't go getting a divorce because that person's values and different things have changed. Now, if it's causing you pain and God don't want you to be in no stuff that ain't, they up there, snorting cocaine and stuff. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm just talking about sometimes. Back in the day, my husband had a vision of doing computers. And when we were together, we've talked about, oh, you're going to have a computer company? Oh, man, I'm going to help you with that. Then as time goes on and life has beat him up, he don't even care about a computer company at this point. So now do I say, well, all right, let's just call this what it is, babe. You over here, I'm over there. Let's just go on about our business. But I don't really focus on my husband like that anymore. I focus on me, and makes me happy, which means that whatever he's doing, I'm still happy. He's not hurting me. As long as he's not hurting me, as long as he's not doing anything to derogatory towards me, I'm happy just being me. And I'm like, babe, what you doing? I'm still playing this game. Okay, you 53 years old. You still playing it? All right, then.
What's his game name?
All right, then.
But
you just spent $600 on the new Xbox. Okay, then I can't. Back in the day, I'm like, you mean to tell me you about to spend? You 50 years old and you about to spend what? I don't care what he does. That's his life. I'm not gonna be a person. He's a grown man, huh?
Well, look, I thought we were talking about what makes a relationship successful and things like that.
Sometimes people feel like success is because you got to come together. Suppose you can't come together.
Well, that I was going to segue into that. I was saying that I think everybody knows that people change over time. What we were doing in our 30s and 20s, we may not necessarily do in our 50s, but I think it's something to be said about losing the fire within a relationship, whether you go with somebody or marry, because we get into these routines and we wake up in 5 years, we done lost our way, you see? And then after that, we wonder what went wrong. But I thought we were supposed to talk these things through, and we need to find some type of commonality where we can keep the spice into the relationship. I'll never forget, I saw a guy on a talk show, and I say it to this day. He said, when you eat the same hamburgers every day, you bound to be tired. You got to spice up the hamburger some type of way, because what's going to happen? We grow apart. We end up cheating on somebody. We start running on folks and things like that. So I don't know that. I don't know the answers, because again, I've never been married, but I would assume that we have to try to find some type of common ground so we can keep the fire in this thing. Because you're right. If not, you are kind of spinning your wheels. And why are we here?
Suppose the common ground is only love.
Well, what makes the love? It was usually
whatever it is. The love does not mean that, oh, because you do this, I love you, because you agree with me on this, or because we got this one thing in common, I love you. So that's where the love comes from. Suppose the love is just from admiration of the person being black or white or whatever it is that you've decided that you've married. Because I have married just about all races. So I'm just saying, whatever. White with blue eyes, long hair. I mean, I've there. So whatever it is that you love, suppose that's all you got. Suppose it's no longer the fact that y'all both love business. He don't love business no more. Suppose it's not the fact that both of you are OCD. He don't have OCD no more. Suppose. So where do you what do you just cut ties? And
no, what I would say is if it is in fact a partnership, and we're gonna do this thing for the long haul, we have to find a way to keep the spice. That's what I'm talking about, because that's one thing I would assume you don't want to lose in a relationship. Yeah, I can love you from afar, right? I don't have to be with you, but if I'm with you, we have to try. This is an assumption. I would think you have to have some type of spark, some flame, some zest in it. That's all. What say
Well,
you?
suppose that you fell in love on lust, and suppose as time went on, they have erectile dysfunction. So
Well,
now, what brought you together? The fact that y'all was both sex nymphomaniacs. Now that is gone. Now what?
Well, I can speak to that. I'm 54 years old, and if it's something that's a physical thing, that can be worked out. Exercise, supplementation, getting your sleep, ZMA, magnesium, all these things help a man. But that's on him to want to do. Again, it's our job to keep the spice going. If I have erectile dysfunction and I ain't doing right by you, I see if you start running on me. I would see if you would start cheating on me. That's on me. I lost you right there. But
That's
it's
not
things
true.
you can do.
See, but this is the point I'm trying to say, though,
man.
Derek. Sometimes all of the things that you used to have together is not together no more. So it leaves yourself to be in love with you. You need to start with loving you first, because you never know what this other person is gonna. You don't know what's gonna happen to them.
Right.
Like if y'all had to, you have to know that. Like at this point, I love my husband dearly.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing nothing he used to do. He ain't doing nothing he used to do. But he respects me and he loves me. I'm not leaving him. You know, I don't know. And a lot of times you men, y'all don't even tell what's really going on with y'all. You just grin and bear stuff. And I can't concern myself with it like I used to. Like, well, what's wrong? I can't. I have to move on and know that he loves me. I know he loves me.
Okay,
I know it, but ain't no coming together, Derek, because some men, they don't know how to communicate. Some couples don't have that communication.
Okay, well, I'll give you that. I can't speak for your husband and salute to him. I was just saying, because again, we just can only speak to our scenario, what we're going through in our lives. We can only really speak to that. I can't speak for him, but I would just say for myself, if I'm with the woman that I'm with, and say for instance, you use the example of erectile dysfunction, a physical thing. For me, like, no, I couldn't live with myself, and I'm not making that college try to meet my woman halfway. I owe her that much if I call myself loving her. I got to do something.
Well, the blue pill might not work all the time.
No, I ain't saying no. I ain't say that's a cheat. No, that's a cheat. I ain't say that. I ain't say about the blue. That's a cheat.
But the whole thing is, the point is that when two people love each other, there's sometimes whatever started in the beginning might not be going on at the end. So you end up with just one thing: love. Love, not because of whatever you had together, not because of communication, not because it's just love.
Well, okay. All
right. So I think you guys solved that problem.
Tell him, Tommy. Tell him, Tommy.
So I just want to say a couple things. I think TR and SF Rose, you guys are lucky. You guys were pretty much upfront with each other. This is how I am. This is how it's going to go. And this is what I'm willing to do. And I think it's pretty obvious that something that they say you should always marry, if you can, marry your best friend. And I can tell that you two are very much best friends and you're in it together. I don't see 5 years, 10 years down the road that you're going to be out of sync with each other. So I always have I was so happy when you guys decided to get married and got married. And I think you guys are going to live a long, blessed life together. And then the question that you're talking about is, do you guys or girls lie at the beginning of a relationship and say they want something that they don't and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not as concerned about that because there's always there's a front that goes on both sides at the beginning of a relationship. And that's, I think, by nature, to meld each other together, to, the whole thing, we want to procreate in this life. It's in our DNA. And so I think that's part of nature for for that love to be just very strong in the beginning and not worry about anything else too much. But at some point, it does start getting real. At some point, you start learning some of the dirty laundry and some of the things you didn't know at the beginning. And what I'm more concerned about is I've seen people where that puppy love, that intense feeling of emotion and all of that turns into stupid decisions where it's not so much on the fault of the other person, it's on the fault of the person that says, oh, I just found this terrible thing about this person. Oh, they're not technically divorced. Or, oh, I didn't know they had 2 kids, or things like, or, oh, gosh, he kind of has a temper, or she does this. There's all sorts of things like that come up that can be serious issues in a relationship, but because there's that whole thing of being, I'm so attracted to that person, and that's who I want by my side, and there's all these emotions and things, it can really get people to make bad decisions for themselves. And I think that it's not so much that the other person is putting up the front. It's a trait that you really have to nurture in yourself to make sure that no matter how attracted you are to somebody, that you've got a certain set of ideals and standards that you stick with, no matter how good looking the person is, or how great they are, or how wonderful they seem. If this and this and this and this are out of line, or any combination of those, it's time to move on. And I think that's, with those kind of standards, that's how you wind up marrying your best friend in the end, like TR and SF Rose. So that's my 2 cents.
Let me just butt in. Let me just butt in for a little bit. I think I've listened to so many perspectives on this. I totally agree with Tommy Travels. I have not experienced a situation where someone fronted with me, to be honest. I have not had many relationships, honestly. But my husband was quite upfront with me, and I am someone who is very, very much upfront. And so the situation made it very easy for us to mesh together. So whatever it is, he knew very well that I was almost compulsive with certain things, because we spent a lot of our time getting to know each other. And I think in relationships, like Tommy Travels was saying, there is a lot of fronting that's taking place because we want that relationship to work. We feel that we are connected to that person in that way. But there is a lot of the time, there is a lot of rushing that is taking place. So your emotions are heightened and you want to experience that person beyond just the mere talking. And so you have gone into the relationship far quicker than you should have. And so you have left a lot of things that you should have known unknown, so to speak. So you do not get to learn certain traits of the individual that you needed to have learned in order for you to make a proper informed decision. And I think a lot of the time that is the issue with relationships. Not necessarily a case where persons lie about certain things, lie about the expectations, although I think that is something that does happen. But I think more so it is a case where we do not take the responsibility for ourselves and to care for ourselves in a way to say, I am going to learn that individual. Whatever this person brings forward, I am not going to let all my emotions cloud it up. Whatever the person brings forward, I'm going to let it play out. I'm going to give it time. And not necessarily saying, okay, this person is saying this, let me watch for this. But as time goes by, as you spend time with the individual, as you spend time with their friends, as you spend time with them in different kinds of settings, different kinds of situations, you will learn a lot of things that you would never otherwise have learned if you just delve into, say, a romantic relationship with that individual. And that is the case. My husband and I, we spent a lot of time, a very long span of time getting to know each other. And that took a lot of trips, just walking, just talking, just things that really did not have anything to do with anything sexual. It was basically getting to know each other on a very platonic level. On that level, you learn the individual more, in my opinion, more intimately than you would if you delve into a sexual relationship, because then you have clouded your vision. Everything you could have learned, you have blocked it off entirely because you have taken an approach that is purely emotional, and you have not gone in it with your head, you've gone in it with your heart. So this is what I wanted to say quite quickly. I think I have to go in just a bit, so I'm going to stay just a little while. So if you see me out, just know that the little one has woken up. But I wanted to speak on that, touch on that before I leave.
All right.
She made a lot of sense.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. And what I'm gonna do is, on Tommy's note, I'm gonna give my best friend a call tonight. I'm gonna say, hey man, we need to talk about some things.
Is there anybody, anyone in the chat anyone on the panel, I should say, Triple Deuce's best friend's name is Jeremy.
Yeah.
And we wanted to know if you should marry him.
Yeah. He said you should marry your best friend.
Right.
Oh, you muted Tommy. I think you should. If he's your best friend and you feel like soulmates together, then I'll try to call him tonight, but he'll curse me out for calling him so late. Give him a call. Show your face.
And I'm not sure if any of you on the panel could see Vermont Paint and Photo. He has a I think TR might be his actual best friend. TR might have married the wrong person. I think all his life he was looking for Vermont Paint and Photo.
Vermont Paint and Photo saw that makeup tutorial and he lost it.
Oh, but actually, he said Triple Deuce Scratcher says he has cute legs. Wow, pretty good. So,
yo, I still can't. I still cannot get that picture of Soldier Fijah with the eyelashes on. Yep.
That was hilarious.
Oh, this dude.
It was a good tutorial, right?
Yeah, bless his heart. He did it too well. That's my point.
He looked pretty.
It should be his profile pic for YouTube.
Jason Buchanan, what this?
What this?
Jason, you missed a good one. TR did a makeup. He was challenged last year by some people to do a makeup tutorial, and for some reason in his stream the other day, it turned into the makeup tutorial. So you got to see TR with eyelashes and eyeshadow and lipstick and foundation and blush. Oh, Vermont Paint, he has a photo, I think.
Derek is crying right now. He is in tears.
Tony Damien said she noticed that TR deleted the stream right after. So.
If anybody has a copy of that stream, I would like to see that, please. I need to see that.
You weren't there?
No, I wasn't there. I need to see this.
Oh, you missed out. It was good. It was really
someone
good.
Please link me on my Facebook. It's tripledescribes.com. not .com, but link it to me, please.
Yeah, you deleted it, right? Yeah, he got rid of that one quick.
Oh man, Derek, I know you got a copy.
I don't.
Derek's got a bootleg copy or something. Derek. Have a bootleg.
I actually went back. That was a Saturday. I went back on Sunday. Gone. Dang. Cause I sure was gonna make a video on it.
Derek, it was gone like as soon as he hit end. The live was done.
Yeah, cause I think, let me see, 2 for you, and I think I have like maybe 4 or 5 videos in support of TR. That was gonna be number 6. I had to do it, but it was gone.
I will say, quite frankly, Carter Club does have a point. She needs to see it because she has been waiting forever. She was a contributor to the makeup. So if there is anybody in this chat right now who is worthy of a bootleg copy, it would be Carter Club.
Or we have to do a part 2. We just have to do it again and do it better. Maybe a different color. I don't know.
But so I basically want to again thank everybody for being here. And as usual, I mean, we didn't even get. I only had 3. Maybe next time we just need to start with one topic and just let it see where it kind of manifests within one topic, because here we are almost 2 hours later, and I really did try to keep my promise, but the people that had to drop off dropped off. And I thank you guys for staying here longer than expected, but I kind of feel like I did try to minimize it, and we didn't even go into the last topic. But thank you, Renee Rowena. I appreciate it. And again, remember, guys, connect to Renee. These topics are on her channel as well. You know, she has a settling one. She has expectation versus reality. She has about would a man lie about what they want. These are on her. Yes, Renee. Thank you, Yo-Yo. These are on her channel. And if you guys can go over and give her some watch time, she could also get monetized. I believe she might be halfway there. I'm not sure if she's even maybe more than halfway there. But let's try to get her there, because she's been actually, I've known her from very early on from the TR show. And she's a good supporter. So if you go over and you watch her stuff and you comment, she's going to come over and show you the same respect. So again, this particular topic that we were on did come from her page. So you can actually get her view on it if you go watch her video. So thank you, Derek, for being here. I know Derek will go over and watch something. I know Derek will. As always, I thank Yo-Yo. You were like massive tonight. Massive. You were like the star. Triple Deuce, you gave nothing but static in this stream. I don't know what your connection was like, but it sounded like you restarted it and it came sounding like
I love y'all relationship. Y'all that's a pro. You give Triple.
And say he gave
you
nothing.
give him a run for his money. He is not gonna let you. It's not gonna be easy for you, Trip.
That's okay.
It's not gonna be easy, Trip, dealing with SF Rock. It's not gonna be easy.
I don't need easy. I don't need easy. That's okay.
It's actually, for me, it's fun because it's just, I don't know, a day without picking on him just doesn't feel like a day complete.
I feel like I'm in the same boat as TR or something. I do. I feel like me and TR grew up in the same era. You're about the same age as me, right? I think so.
How old are you?
17.
I'll be 42. I'll be 42 next month.
Oh yeah, so you're close. But Triple Deuce, actually, for real, there was a lot of static. I'm not kidding.
It's never gonna be easy, Tommy. It's just never gonna be easy.
It won't.
Did anybody else hear his static, or is it just me hearing it?
It's you.
Yeah,
because I don't even know what you're talking about.
For a while.
Huh? What
he
you
had
said
his mic
there?
on for a while, so I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, I was hearing a lot of static. That was for real, actually. When he came on and when he talks, there's like a whole bunch of static. When anybody else, you don't hear it?
It's the iPhone.
You don't have an iPhone. Kick rocks. Do me a favor. Go kick some rocks. Guys, you did hear it. See, he's messing with me. See, he tries to make me think I'm going crazy. But
I heard static, but I didn't know it was coming. Triple, you had static going on?
You hear it?
What was you doing? You got enough kids.
And when he laughs, the static laughs with him.
The static laughs with me.
Yes. It's like even worse. So
I'm staying muted. I'm staying muted.
Yeah, when this pandemic is over, we have to do a for real conference. We have to come up with somewhere where we going to have like a hotel and we like have several banquets. We just got to do this because this is going to be fun. I got to meet y'all all in person. I really do.
No, like I said, I feel.
Well, I had a chance to meet them, so that was fun. It would be a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yo-Yo, Time to Travel, Triple Deuce. But yeah, I got a chance to meet SF Rose and TR. You got to pull words out of him live. He make up for it on the video. You got to pull words out of him up front. Real rap.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to meet with them, but I missed that chance.
Yeah, Triple Deuce Scratcher was too cool.
I missed the chance. My bad.
Hey, and before everyone leaves, I just want to make sure you keep an eye out for TR's new channel, Eyelash Kingdom. It is going to be, going to be a big deal.
Yes, I'm there.
It's going to blow up.
Eyelash.
And he just says it with such a straight face too. I thought he was gonna like say something like, constructive. Well, I guess it is, because the Eyelash Kingdom is coming out shortly.
Wait a minute, so you saying TR don't have nothing to say in person?
Got to pull words out of him. I thought I just to give an example. I said, "Yo, my man, you want something to drink? I know you want something to drink." So I got him a little beer. He took the beer, wouldn't say nothing. Normally people get a little go-go juice in them. They start talking. No, that don't work. Good dude, though.
But what I will say is once he starts talking and gets on a roll,
it's over.
He talks a lot.
Funniest thing, yeah.
Okay, so he like my husband. Because would nobody think my husband talk? But when I remember when me and my girlfriend, we would always do double dates, but Damon wouldn't say nothing. And so people like, how is Yo-Yo with him and he ain't even talking? Yo-Yo, why would she be with somebody like a fuddy-duddy? And so one day, I guess my husband said to himself, I guess her best friend's husband is all right. He started talking, and I seen, because we were sitting in the back seat, I literally seen both of their face turn around on their seat like, is that Damon talking? And when he started talking, he won't shut up now. Is that you, TR? Once you know that everybody all right, you just
I got TR on the phone, and he'll start talking fast like patois to me, and I understand it. He think he tried to trip me up, but I can understand.
Some of the phone calls, you feel like you can hear crickets. It'll be like
it's not that you're supposed to be talking folks to death, but I mean, like, it was a little bit of a challenge to get him, one word answers, That was my experience. But yeah, like I said, I got a chance to meet them both. I actually had more conversations with SF Rose, but he was right there. Everything I asked TR, he answered. 1, 2 words, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, a lot of that.
That, you know what? Now SF Rose, that tells a lot. That tells something. Me and you gonna talk. I'll call you.
Oh, snap.
So
gotta learn something tonight.
I'm about to drop down, y'all. Me and my
what you gonna drop down and get your eagle on?
Me and my clicky microphone's about to drop off.
You didn't get Amazon. You should have went on Amazon. I was trying to tell everybody that there was a lot of deals on Amazon. Y'all didn't even look at the video.
I saw it. I seen it.
When you're putting those videos up, I find out after the fact that I couldn't be there because I'm having some issues with just being consistent, and so then I'll just get up in the middle of the night and say, "You can't sleep."
edit this video. And then I edit the video. I'm like, this is good enough. And then boom, I premiere it.
Yeah, well, tell people you're going to sing in the attic next time, and maybe we would, sing with you or something.
I love you. Yo, where'd you go?
She done fell off. She done fell down into Derek C. Williams' screen.
Good night, Jason. All right, so you back? All right, good. You good?
No, that was funny. I'll let you know when I'm gonna sing in the attic.
Yeah, please. You only have until July 14th, right? Because you're gonna be.
Yeah, because my throat.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you for staying on here with us for the duration. I'm sorry, but it looks like in the future, even trying to chop it down to 3 topics didn't work. So I'll have to rewatch it and get some critiquing from all of you, and especially from TR, because I value what he has to say, because again, in the topic of success, he is more successful than I am when it comes to, at least for certain, YouTube and live streaming. So I'm going to figure out a way to get this where we maybe keep it to one topic and maybe just make it, shorter, because I mean, I love all you, and I know that you all love us back, but I know that all of you don't want to be here for 2+ hours. Although sometimes you lose track of time when you're talking about good things. So
yeah, I was just about to say, just real quick, and then I'll drop down. Just chalk it up a good conversation.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But like I said, at the end of the day, I know that you guys have other things going on outside of here, so it speaks volumes that you choose to say yes, and you know that the outcome may not be what you were hoping, that it would be just an hour and out, when it turns into longer than that. So I appreciate that you add that cushion of time into your schedule for us. So thank you all for being here. I want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank you, Tony, Damien, Vermont Paint, and whoever else had helped with dropping the links. Thank you, RVDJ, for being here, Whiteford Vlog. Again, I want to thank everyone that was on the panel who had to drop off earlier, and the ones that stayed through till the end. Jason Buchanan, thank you for being here. Angela, thank you for staying up. I'm not sure if you're still here, but you were here for a while. Thank you. Just in general, thank you to everyone. A big thank you. And I guess maybe we'll have to do another one to finish off at least these topics, possibly at some point in July, if we can get our schedules together and, try to maybe perfect it. Third time is the charm. And like I said, really want to work on being able to have these conversations, but still being able to stick to it, try to stick to a better time frame. This one did start late. Again, I apologize because of the difficulties we were having with StreamYard. I'm not really certain what's going on, but I'll try to iron that out sooner than later. Shakina, no problem. I appreciate you being here and always for your helpful advice. And I will speak with you outside of here so that I can try to create a better stream for the next time. And I did mention earlier in the stream, for those of you who weren't here, or you were, I'm going to say it again, that the members concert is going to be Tuesday with Dwayne Stevenson. And I'm not certain of the time yet. It's going to be not at 8:00. Tommy Travels, I know that you work, and I don't think it's probably an early day for you. I'm hoping you could try to catch it, even if it's bits and pieces, because it's a good one. But that was his only, I gave him the option of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, because the one I had coming fell through. And I'd given Dwayne the option of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, being that I kind of was at his mercy, and he chose Tuesday. If Vermont Paint was still listening, that was what I needed to talk to you about, because I might be stepping on your toes for your Tuesday stream. It might be on the earlier side, maybe 7 or 7:30 as opposed to 8 o'clock. And the members giveaway will also be that night. So that's all I want to say at this point. And I would like to leave it to you if you would like to say some parting words.
I just want to say thanks as well to the panelists, Tommy Travels, Miss Yo-Yo Show, Derek C. Williams.
I heard that, Tommy.
And those who were here before, thank you all for being here. And for those in the chat, thank you for being a part of This Is Us and the discussions that we have. And we look forward to talk to you again.
Okay, I guess we're good. Anybody else want to say anything on the panel?
I got the crickets going.
As always, Tommy Travels, Miss Yolanda, Triple Deuce, Soldier Kajai, SF Rose, thank you for having me on. I'm flattered that you wanted my input and all that, so just thank you for having me on. All right?
And actually, I'm going to say one thing. Tiffany Chanel, thank you for typing in the chat. Tiffany was listening, but this actually, you know what I'm going to say here? Crazy enough. Tomorrow, June 25th, is Tiffany's baby girl's birthday. Tomorrow, June 25th, is TR's daughter's birthday. And tomorrow, June 25th, is Angela's anniversary. So Angela M's anniversary is on TR's daughter's birthday. And funny enough, TR and I's wedding anniversary is on Angela's birthday.
What? Dig that.
Just a few little, had to throw in a few little things. But Tiffany Chanel's daughter's birthday is tomorrow, as well as TR's daughter's birthday. So happy birthday to baby girl. And of course, happy birthday to, we still call TR's daughter his baby girl, even though she's not so baby anymore. So thank you, Tiffany, for typing into the chat. And I'm on a mission, guys, and I hope that all of you can help me. And Yo-Yo, you might be able to help me on this one. Although I don't know if you'll be okay in July to come on. Will you be able to come on?
I don't know.
All right.
What kind of juice you got in there?
If not, we might have to wait till August. But I want Tiffany Chanel on the next panel.
Tiffany, listen to your auntie. You're gonna be up here, girl, because we missed you. I was watching you. I've been watching you. I paid somebody to follow you.
So I'm going to tell the panel. I'm going to tell everyone on this panel. I am going to do what it takes to get Tiffany on the next panel. So I'm going to go according to Tiffany's schedule. And then I hope all of you will try to help me make it happen to Tiffany's schedule. Can we do that? Can we try?
Yep.
Because Tiffany has a lot to say, and she has a lot of really good things to say.
Well, clearly, she has more to say than TR.
So with that said, guys, we've come to the end of another great night of topics. I appreciate you all. And I will message you guys personally about Tuesday once I know the time for the concert. And I might be doing a premiere on Monday or sometime in the next couple of days. It's another funny one. Not probably as funny as all the other ones because I haven't been so good with my recordings lately. Whenever I have some good funny moments in here, I never have the camera ready. And TR's beaten me. He's beaten me lately because I usually get some good ones of him, but he's managed to beat me at it. So slim pickings on some of the funny videos because he's he's one step ahead of me on them lately. So, but I do have one put together. I just have to finish editing it. So I will be premiering that as well in the next couple of days. So
that editing ain't no joke, is it, SF Rose?
What? No, I don't like it. I'm not, like I said, you can tell my videos are like ghetto because I'm not good at it. So, but that's fine. So anyway, everyone, have a good night. Thank you all for being here and staying up with us and staying here from. I think most of you in the chat were here from beginning to end, which thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for waking up. And we will see you guys very soon.
You're welcome.
All right,
You're
y'all
welcome.
take care.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye,
Good night,
Tiffany.
people.
Bye,
Good night,
Vermont.
people. Carl the
Bye,
Club.
Tony.
White
Bye,
boy.
Sid.
Tony.
Bye, White boy.